What's up, guys? Metal Thrashing Buddy here, and I'm going to give you 5 things that you absolutely need in your home studio. Let's check it out. Number 1 thing you absolutely need in your home studio, this guy right here, Shure SM7B microphone. Why specifically a Shure SM7B microphone? It is a desert island microphone. Dead serious. If you need one microphone to be able to do a million things fantastically, this mic is the mic for you. Spendy? Yeah, I believe it's $3.99 plus tax depending on where you are. It's spendy for a reason. It's in like every top 10 list of microphones to have. It's no bullshit, the like industry standard microphone. I use it for my vocal audios and talking audio in every single one of these YouTube videos. I use it for vocal audio in every single one of my mixes. Not to say that you shouldn't get more microphones, because you should, because collecting mics is awesome and it's fun and they all do different things for you. But if you need one, absolutely one, this is the one. It is some of the best money I've ever spent in my entire life to do all these videos, and even if you're going to mic things in a pinch, use this. Another thing that's awesome about the Shure SM7B is that this microphone is fucking fantastic in non-ideal recording environments. So obviously, my little studio is a spare bedroom in my home. It's super tiny, and I think that using this mic without any kind of shield around it or anything makes everything seem a lot better than it would be with the shitty condenser mic that you would get in a bundle with your audio interface. This microphone out of the box is ready to give you good sound, and good isolated sound wherever it's pointing towards is what you're going to hear, and it's going to block out most of what's around you. This is a must, a go-to, the Shure SM7B. Number 2, things you absolutely need to have in your home studio, plugins. Obviously, people have been speculating that plugins are 150% the future of recording, and I kind of agree with them. I mean, where I kind of differ is that I love tube amps so much. My Engel Fireball, I can't live without this. But with my Engel and a lot of small lunchbox amps like it, it has a line out that I record everything directly into my interface with an IR cab. It's kind of, the combination of being able to physically have this and take it somewhere and put it on top of a cab and jam with it, and also run like a plugin where I can fine tune and edit things very cleanly in, again, a non-ideal environment. That's what we're all fighting against with home studios, is not having acoustic treatment. If we were professionals, we wouldn't be in home studios. Awesome plugins. Bassforge Hellraiser from Joey Sturgis Tones is a plugin that saved my ass. I was going to invest tons and tons of money into a lot nicer bass setup, and that was strictly for recording, and now I don't need to do that, and I think I spent $30 on it on sale because Joey Sturgis Tone has crazy sales. Seriously, they'll cut shit down to like 80% off sometimes. I think I've even seen them do like 90% off and shit. They're absurd. He practically gives the company away, also that you can make really awesome recordings at home. And there are purists who want you to do things all a certain way. Buy plugins, buy amps, buy mics, figure out what works best for you. But the cheapest, fastest way to make really good recordings is with plugins. Number 3, monitors. Buy a fucking pair of monitors. I wish this was more obvious to me, but it wasn't. It's probably not completely obvious to you. If it wasn't obvious to me, then you may be much smarter than I am. Most likely you are. But anyway, buy monitors. I held off on monitors for so long because they are expensive. You can get monitors for really cheap, but at the same time, there's a fine line between a cheap pair of monitors and just using headphones or a regular stereo speakers or whatever you listen to your music through. I used stereo speakers forever because I was being dirt cheap, and while all of my money was going into plugins, my mixes still were sounding like shit because I was not investing the money in being able to hear how my mixes were turning out. I thought, this sounds kick-ass in a giant fucking stereo speaker, then the mix must be kick-ass. And then you get in your car and the car speakers sound like they're going to explode. Invest in monitors. I use the Yamaha HS7s. They are awesome. They are going to expose everything in your mix that sucks, and that's a good thing. Read reviews, read a lot. Research what you need and for what budget. Nowadays, monitors can be as cheap as $300 for a super good pair of monitors. They don't need to be huge, they can be small. I got big ones because they were what were available at my local music shop. They happen to be one of the monitors that I really wanted and read a lot of good reviews around. Number 4, drum libraries. This is very opinionated, as well as everything is in this industry. I swear by Get Good Drums. That company has steered me nowhere but right and made my mixes go nowhere but up. Huge thank you to Get Good Drums and Nolly and everyone associated with that company, because they always run a lot of crazy sales, and they are a company that sets things up for you to make music sounding as good as possible for as cheap as possible and as quick as possible. I am more of a musician than I am a producer or an engineer. And what got me into home producing and engineering is just so that I could make my own music sound good, and so that I could write music easier and in a full production view, which I hadn't been able to do. I was the guy for years and years that was writing with my iPhone memos and trying to remember everything, and Tascam field recorders, and just creating a home studio has been a blessing. The absolute toughest thing you're going to run into as a beginner with a home studio is trying to get awesome drum sounds, and you're going to brainstorm ways on how to make your drums sound good in a tiny room, or how you're going to outsource to another studio to record drums, or you're going to end up with sloppy drum takes just so that you can write your song, and then that still has to get fixed later, and then you don't want to do it. You don't want to put the money into it. Buy drum libraries. Kontakt Player is free. The free Kontakt Player does work. Don't argue me on that, because if I figured it out as dumb as I am, you can too. Follow the directions. Go buy drum kits off of Get Good Drums. The One Kit Wonder kits on their website are mix ready, and you can't change anything about them really. You can only change the levels, but they have preset like good to go or big room feel or good to go presets, and the good to go presets, they are that. Create your drums in MIDI, learn how to do that. It's super easy. Get on your Googles, get on the YouTube, and make sure you find out how to open up MIDI editors in your DAW and how to load things in, and you will be good to go. Program your drums to write your songs. At least if you don't want to keep it that way, or you have a full band with a real drummer, then you can use this as a placeholder in the meantime and it will sound professional. These guys do their jobs very well, and they aren't giving you shit quality. They are giving you terrific studio quality drum kits. I think $49.99 is the Architect's One Kit Wonder, and it's the best fucking sounding drum sound I've ever gotten in my recordings ever. And it's everything that I've ever wanted my drums to sound like. Real drums or sample drums, and this is the best deal out there for you in your home studio. Number 5, last but not least, you need good headphones. And I mean, not even good headphones, I suppose. You need to get music recording headphones, obviously. Get headphones because you're in a home studio, you're in your home. You live with people. Maybe if you live alone, you live really close to people in apartment buildings or something. Be able to work on your passions all night and all morning. In my early videos that are really shitty quality, you see me wearing headphones most of the time because I'm typically up at about 5 in the morning working on videos or recording videos because everyone else in the house is asleep. So the kids aren't driving me crazy, and I don't have anything else to do. I wake up at 5, spend 3 or 4 hours working on this before I continue my big long day full of actual adult human things to do. But I wouldn't be able to do that without headphones. Mostly everything I do recording wise I do through my headphones so that I won't bother anyone else and I can continuously work on it all night. I'm recording most of my guitar parts, bass parts, drums. I'm recording absolutely everything except for vocals. Vocals are the only thing that everyone in the house could hear, and that's still recorded into headphones, so you only hear me as loud as I'm singing. So invest in headphones. Thanks for tuning in. I think that these are absolutely the most important things to have in your home studio to start out with. Obviously, audio interface, computer, I thought that went without saying. You need an audio interface and you need a computer, because that's going to be how you're going to record in the first place. But we're past that. What are the bare minimum things you need once you have a way to record? Are those 5 things I told you. I'm Metal Thrashing Buddy. Thanks for checking out the video. Like and subscribe for videos weekly on gear reviews, random talks like this, things you need, how-tos. Who knows what else I'll make. See you next time.